Miami. The rookie quarterback has already completed a couple NFL passes, of course, but gets an Aaron Donald-sized welcome in his first start this week against the Rams. So let's hear what Tua had to say in talking about that great Rams defense that he'll see when he gets to start on Sunday.
We know what we're going up against. We're going up against one of the top NFL defenses, in the league. And it's not just Jalen Ramsey. It's not just Aaron Donald. You guys got, Leonard Floyd. You guys got Brockers, Young, and then Troy Hill, guys on the back end. So they're very sound defensively. So, we're really trying our best to prepare as well as we can against these guys.
Adam Schefter back with us here, too. And Adam, remind us why the Dolphins made the decision to start Tua at this point in the season after Ryan Fitzpatrick had led them to a 3-3 start, especially against this Rams defense.
Laura, there were conversations initially when the Dolphins were debating and actually picked Tua last spring to rest him for about a year, keep him mentally, physically, emotionally fresh, and to make sure he was sidelined for about a year from the time that he suffered that season-ending injury last year at Alabama that you know very much about. But what happened here is that it had been almost a year at that point. The Dolphins' bye week got moved up amongst the NFL scheduling changes, and with the bye week coming up, I think they always felt like that was going to be the right time for Tua to step in, to have a couple of weeks to prepare physically, mentally for that starting assignment. And so they decided to do it last week, as much of a surprise as it was, with as well as Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing, in part, I think, because it was close to the year that they talked about having Tua rested, in part because it was the bye week, and in part they think he's ready.
Yeah, so what exactly is this Dolphins offense going to look like? Dan, we've talked about the fact that Tua does it so well. The RPO offense, we saw it a lot at Bama. That's something that the Dolphins use. What should we specifically be looking for to make him comfortable?
Well, a lot of it is going to be next level RPOs. This is just going to be like, hey, throw a bubble out there. Like, you can add real pass concepts to the run pass option game, because that's what they did at Alabama. First of all, great ball handler, great play action game. So I expect the Dolphins to put him under center some and utilize some play action pass where not only he can use that ball handling asset and skill, but also see the field, give him some protection and kind of manipulate the defense. And then we talked about the RPOs. This is an RPO that's going to have an angle route and a seam. So he reads those underneath defenders. They've committed to the run. Now you're going to high-low that safety, rip that seam in there in front of an overcutting corner. And then full progression stuff where you can drop him back and go, okay, number one's not there because that corner's number high. Now let's get number two crossing the tight end from one side of the field to the other. And if the safety drives it, connect that dot to and get backside to that number 3 receiver for a touchdown. And that's his superpower. Like, his superpower is how well he connects the dots of a defense. I'd say there's two things that he needs to focus on. One, understand you're not the top of the food chain anymore. This isn't Alabama versus Vanderbilt. So you got to understand, in the NFL, it's usually good versus good every single week. And then the second thing is, it's a little bit different than Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. This is a 3-3 football team. Don't allow the burden of, hey, you got to go win football games, force you to do the one thing that always got you hurt in college. And that was trying to make that big play, right? And so get the ball to your hands, operate the offense like a point guard, and make sure that you realize the ball to your hands is better than it is in your hands.
Yeah, to Dan's point, Marcus, these defenses are totally different than what he's seen ever in his entire life. And now we're talking specifically this week about Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, your face kind of says it all. What is this Rams defense going to look like against Tua?
Dan, you just gave a hell of an analysis about what Tua needs to do and what Miami needs to do. But damn, couldn't my man get another defense before he played his first full NFL game? This is not the week you want to come off of an injury and start as a rookie. I'm going to say what everybody else in America saying. Damn, against Aaron Donald. Look, Monday night against the Chicago Bears, Aaron Donald had 36 pass rush reps, y'all. He had 10 pressures on those. Think, context that for a rookie that's never played a game before. It's about to happen so fast. They played line games, and I'm not throwing Tua out to the wolves. The Dolphins are, because they know what they're about to see. I hope Tua has a tremendous amount of success going forward. I hope he has success in this game. But it's very hard for me to believe that this is the particular week that we're going to see Tua Tagovailoa's potential as the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. If we do, kudos, To God be the glory. I'm going to be shocked. But based on what's coming in there in this game in your first NFL start, I ain't going to lie, y'all. I'm scared as hell for the man.
I'm happy for him, right? I'm glad to see that he's back in the fold. He gets the opportunity to play. It was going to happen. Yes, people questioned the 3-3. They had a chance to maybe small little playoff push within the division. That doesn't matter. Get him going now. Get him started now. Don't wait until the end of the year when there's nothing to play for, and then you're going into the 2021 season trying to figure out what your quarterback is capable of doing. What I would say, though, if I am the Rams, I'm getting ready to heat him up. And I don't have to. I can get pressure without doing that. You don't have any receivers on the perimeter that scare me. So I'm bringing everybody to kitchen sink. He's going to have to prove to me that he's healthy and he's capable of playing on Sundays. He's got to prove to me. I'm bringing the heat.
Listen, one of the things with getting healthy for him was about making sure that hip was fully healed. The lateral movement would be there. They feel very comfortable with that. And it has been that time that they wanted him to be healed. But it's a different story when you're going against these types of defenses. Get it out quick.
Else.
Hey.
Man, we're going to break.
Okay.
Man.